Breaking barriers. Every time we talk about breaking barriers, we generally think of breaking the barriers that are generally related to society or culture. But I am going to talk about the barriers which are built up in our mind, the barriers which restrict us from seeing the interdisciplinary approach of science, especially the interdisciplinary approach of space. I always say that there is place for everyone in space, meaning that everybody can have a role in the sector of space. Space is a diverse field and we need diverse combination, diverse contributions from all backgrounds, including science, art, humanities, and even filmmaking. Who do you think bring us those cool, amazing videos of rocket launches to us? During my time in medical school, I often heard the comment that why you came and wasted a seat in a medical school. If you loved astronomy and space sciences, you should have opted for space sciences degree. And most of the time I struggled to counter this argument with them that I came to a medical school with my choice. And I was entirely happy with it. Yes. So as an early teenager, I have spent most of the time by reading Wikipedia profiles of a lot of astronauts, and I used to send emails to their universities, to their professors, long, desperate emails asking them that how you guys made them astronauts, what I can do to be like them. And luckily, a few of them replied to my long, desperate emails, introducing me to the field of space health and life sciences. That was my realization of how important medical research is in space exploration. And not only that, I got to know that every time astronauts go up in the space, they do a lot of medical experiments. Now they are doing a lot of medical research, starting from drug development, experiments on bone density, psychological behavior, neuroocular syndrome disease research, and even cancer therapy treatment in space, just so that they can bring those treatment to the humanity on Earth. I love quoting this one examples to my people. That is space law. I have this one friend who I recently met actually in Milan. I would request you to please move to the next slide. Yes. He's a space lawyer. And in the time, almost 10 years ago, when I was looking for International Space Organization that I can join to bring space and astronomy to Pakistan, I met some amazing Pakistanis working in global space sector. And there I met Hamza Hamid, who is a space lawyer. And when I got to read his title, space lawyer, I actually kind of laughed that why do we even need lawyers in space? What kind of actual Star Wars we are having up there that we need lawyers for that? But when I met him and I realized what his entire profession is about, it was quite fascinating, and another realization that again, there is place for everybody in space and every profession is respectful, and there is this beautiful interdisciplinary approach of science and space sciences. And this is something that I have been doing in Pakistan for the last almost a decade. Why do I do that? Because when I was 14 years old, studying in a government school in Pakistan, my science teacher told me, when I shared my dream of becoming an astronaut, my science teacher told me that there is no such thing as space. And if you try to go up there, you will die. Not only that, but my classroom full of 60 girls, all of them wanted to be a doctor, believe that I am a mentally disabled child because I have a dream to go to a place which does not even exist. That particular moment was my realization of role of a teacher, role of an educator in building or breaking dreams of their students. Because teachers are nation builders and somehow they are responsible for shaping the vision of their students. So at that moment, I decided that when I grow up, I need to fix that problem for my country. And I had to change that. That is why when I got into my med school, I founded Exploration. that is a space and astronomy focused STEM education organization working in Pakistan for the last 8 to 9 years now. We have worked with more than 23,000 students, engaging them in different space-based experiences and inspired them by bringing cosmos to the classrooms. Exploration, as it doesn't sound very spacey name, it is named after a artistic spacesuit, which is painted by different pediatric cancer patients all over the world. It is a holistic approach where we use healing therapy of arts, and it is a project done in collaboration with NASA astronaut Nico Stott. In 2017, we sent artwork from Lahore up in the space at the International Space Station. And it was done without help of any governmental support, and it was a beautiful art project. Can you move the slides? Yeah, please. Few more. Yeah. And another, that's the exploration spacesuit. And a few more. Okay. So here's a list of few awards and achievements that we got during our cosmic voyage. We got some awards. A week ago, I got an award, Emerging Space Leaders Award for promoting astronomy in Pakistan. In Italy, I got NASA Space Camp Award, the Right Stuff Award. In US, I got another in US again. I got another with French Astronomical Society, PSL Hamare Heroes, Diana Award, Pride of Pakistan Award by Pakistan Army, 25 under 25, and several other things. People have always commented that, oh, you're so lucky. You own a piece of Moon and Mars. You have so many telescopes. You have met so many astronauts, or maybe you get to travel to a lot of these places, and you get to visit a lot of cool historical places, maybe where rings of Saturn were discovered, or maybe where speed of light was discovered. But what do you think? Which one of them you think is the coolest one? Any one of you can say something like real quick, because we are losing the track of time here. Anyone? Louder. Pride of Pakistan. Okay. I always get these comments, but something that I always love to tell people is that for me, the biggest achievement is the impact that I have been able to create in the last 1 decade. I never targeted to win awards. I always worked for the impact. If you work for the impact with pure intentions, all the awards, all the cool stuff will come your way. Last part, and then we will wind up quick. In 2020, someone on Facebook reached out to me asking me that how they can help me, and we really like your work. And it was out of nowhere. I told them that we have just a manual telescope. It has a wooden stand, and it's very difficult to work with large groups of kids. So if you can send us a go-to telescope, which is an automatic telescope, you point it towards a celestial object, and then it tracks itself. If you can send us that, it would be a great help. And they replied, okay, sure, send us your address and we will ship it to you. And deep down, I was thinking it must be a scam. I told them that I'm sorry, that's not possible. I don't want a telescope because I do not want to go through the hassle of customs. And they told me that we really want to help you. They were insisting, and me still thinking that it must be a scam or a prank by someone. It can be a fake profile. I just told them that if you really want to help me, send it to me through embassy. And वही हुआ जिसका मुझे डर था. They just disappeared for almost 1.5 years. And after 1.5 years, I got the call from French embassy in Islamabad that your award has arrived at the embassy, and the French ambassador he would like to present the award himself. And then they invited me to the embassy, and they presented the award to our organization, which was a go-to telescope. And now we are using that telescope in our large group of students. It was an amazing gift to us. It was a great award. And later they also invited us to speak at a conference in France. I went to France this year in July, and I went there early. So I was there a few days ago. So I was hunting for food, and me being very poor at navigation, I got off at a wrong bus stop hunting for food. And I got off at the bus stop, which was also our conference venue, which is Cité d'Espace. It's one of the biggest one of the biggest space museum of France. So I decided that let's walk around and see the outdoor exhibits, even though I was supposed to go there at the conference. So I started walking there at the pathway, and I came across these big boards, and I realized that, okay, these designs look quite familiar, but I cannot understand the French written on them. And there were around 20 boards, but I kept walking until I came across this board. And this was the board which was celebrating only two ladies who were representative of gender equality in space from all over the world. They took only two women, and one of them was me. So it took me good 5 to 10 minutes. I cried in front of it, and I was supposed to post it. Then my team asked me that, you don't post such things on social media. So they made me all dolled up. And next day I went there again to take the picture. Doing my work, I never imagined that one day I will be walking in my PJs, walking in another part of the world, seeing my billboard and celebrating someone would be celebrating my work as a permanent part of a museum. I never thought that this would be happening, but I didn't come this far to come only this far. And lastly, I'm so sorry I couldn't found the the right photo to put in the very end, but credits due where it's needed. I am a medical lab technologist, graduated from Illama Iqbal Medical College, the place where we are standing. And my first outreach was done in the ground of Department of Pathology, and the person who made it possible is right here, Dr. Muhammad Imran. Thank you so much.